I think it's you, actually. What the fuck? Did it change the fucking URL or something? So why is YouTube so terrible, man? Why? Apparently we have. Am I streaming to 2 YouTube videos? Hold on. Wait, I'm streaming to 2 different YouTubes simultaneously though? Is that real? Jesus Christ. The old YouTube stream ended. Okay, well that's stupid. Did you know? Fucking Christ. Damn it. Dude, imagine this reality. What the fuck? Well, YouTube is great, and so is Restream. I love functioning software. Wow, this is like a stream of delirium. Hey, DF, it worked. Thank you. That's super useful. I also miss Mixer. I miss not having to do this more, but I also miss Mixer. Well, think about it, man. As soon as we stopped using Mixer, we stopped seeing Rimtech around. I think there's some collusion. I think, let's just say I'm not surprised that that's the reality. Did RimTech ever really exist? Oh, did they finally add something? I would just set it to be free. What's the problem? Surely that's an option. I can't believe that even after Mixer is gone, nobody has bothered to try to copy that idea. Like, it's a pretty good idea, I think. Has to be said. So why is nobody copying it? Literally just lift. I mean, what are they going to do? They can't sue you. Not that you would be worried about that anyway if you're a streaming platform. They're literally not even solvent anymore. They went bye-bye. So I don't get that at all. I feel bad for the people who joined the community and didn't get to experience Mixer. That was some of the most goofy shit that ever happened to this YouTube channel / live stream experience. And it will never happen again because Mixer had to get sold to Facebook, dude. And I'm never using Facebook. That's gross. It's bad enough I have to use Twitter and Reddit. I'm not also triple dipping. I can't 3 again. Yes. DF, I'm telling you, man. I've already said to iQuare that we need to make a chat client. Because Discord sucks that much. And I actually have ideas for a streaming service that would benefit me personally. And it's probably not something that most people would end up using. Like, it'd probably be a minority a loss leader, a minority feature. But I would basically make it so that on the encode level, you would be able to broadcast essentially different sections of the video. For example, the webcam and ring would be its own section. And then there'd be like the chat pop-out display on there. That would also be its own section. And then you as a viewer could opt out. Could just toggle any of one of those off. You don't want to see the streamer's webcam, you just toggle it off. You don't want to see the streamer's chat, you toggle it off. So like basically you'd be able to do that in whatever way you wanted to do that, basically. So, and I think that would work for a video streaming thing as well, like video downloading service, where you put up videos like YouTube does, but you can choose to enable the dev commentary track on the secondary track audio channel or something like that. Like, I don't think there's any streaming service that allows you to do anything like that for audio. And that would be really useful because it would mean that you wouldn't have to upload a different video for whatever the content is. Like in the case where I wanted to release a dev commentary over a cast over, but I didn't want it, I also wanted to have a version that didn't have the commentary, I would have to upload 2 separate videos with 2 separate audio tracks rather than just being able to allow, upload 2 separate audio tracks to the video itself. And then viewers could pick whatever they wanted in some sort of options menu. So while I haven't put a huge amount of thought into it, like I don't think it would be particularly profitable. It would entirely be something that would be used for like enthusiasts and people who would like want that extra layer of flexibility. It is something I have thought about, a streaming / video upload service. Let's finish one project first. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I definitely think it would be tough. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it would be easy. But I think that kind of content, I mean, maybe it would end up being useful, just like Mixer, by like a small but dedicated group where you have people who like use it just like people use Mixer for the interaction that it offered. you know, you might have something like that in the future where some people would use it for that reason. I think for the most part I have everything that I need. I'm just doing small tweaks now. Well, the thing is, like, in a perfect world, that idea would be taken into consideration by people who already have a functioning platform. Not that YouTube is a functioning platform, but say for the sake of argument, you know, like, ideally, you take the, you're YouTube, you're responsible for YouTube, and you get this idea, come in, and then you implement it because you have the capability to do that. Like, what's an average Joe like me going to be able to do with this idea? I'll sit on it for a while. That's pretty much it. Like, I could also try to learn enough programming and networking and everything else to come up with the software required to make it happen, and then so on. But I guess you need your own video format too, now that I'm thinking about it. Because you need, if you wanted to upload videos in addition to live streaming that stuff, you would have to, like, that would have to be a feature, right? So I don't know. I think a lot of people have just taken what they got when it comes to streaming stuff, rather than considering what could be more, like what more could be, rather, what more they could have. I think that's pretty common, though. I mean, can't really say I'm surprised. Yeah, true. I guess you could have it be split by files. That would be pretty funny if, like, I don't know, just a knock happens at your door and then money pours through the windows. Would you even be mad? Hey, there's some transparent pixels in here that I have got to delete. I didn't sign up for that. Get them out of here, dude. Why do those even exist? Sorry, some church pixels. Still can't believe that fucking DF videos will forever be gold. That's like what's the term? The autism levels in that video, right? Like the or just like the straight up like 12-year-old. Like, you don't see that. That's like old 4chan level stuff that I remember from my days and reading stuff like that, or going to those kinds of sites. I never would expect that sort of thing now, of all things now. No, 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 buddy. Can videos have transparency? I'm not sure. I think so, because I think I've done a video that had transparency in it and used that as part of an overlay or something. But it could have been the other way around, where there was a static image that had transparency. I honestly don't remember fully. I like how the shading of the team color down there changes so drastically, even though it's just one turn. Goofball. Well, you know, it's funny that you mentioned that one, Alexander's, because I've been thinking about how to approach that kind of idea for a while now. Because another avenue for me to explore the whole Counter-Strike thing is by writing articles. And the best way to do that, generally speaking, is to write articles for a website as opposed to, like, I don't have web space. So unless I bought a URL and then, you know, like published my shit there, WordPress style or something, there's not much that I gain from that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure. Somehow I missed these. I have a feeling I'll sleep good tonight, man. Holy moly. I guess we can try that. I'm pretty weary of the, or wary of this sort of thing. Transparent pixel attack. Skipping every other frame because I'm just going to copy and paste that stuff. Oh yeah, I don't even know what the individual frame size of this stuff is. I guess I could do the math real quick. Okay. Wow. Man. Yeah, actually that would be pretty useful. If you wouldn't mind doing that. My main concern here is that all of the transparent stuff will result in shit that's impossible to, like, basically pixels that, you know, should be completely null but aren't. Oh, hey, DF, do you have any ideas of how, like, what a reasonable placeholder building like working animation would be for that Grand Library graphic? I was trying to think of some earlier, but I guess we could just make some lights flash or whatever. All right, we'll have to hope that that works out. Are you worried about going to actual class now, Alexander? Given the fact that there's all of the uncertainty regarding, uh, you know, the presence of a certain virus. Most people I talk to seem to think that the more worrying aspect of it all is related to whether or not their family might get it or something, which I also understand. Given, it's not likely to completely end us. Oh yeah, what a mess this is. Maybe I'll just stick to a recolor, actually. Yeah, you have to buy a webcam and a mic. I don't know if you could even see Mike in the background, but a mic. Oh, wait. This color tool does not seem to work properly at all. I don't know what's going on with it. Like I'll try to remove something and it'll just not, won't even come close to removing anything. It'll remove like not what I click on at all, basically. Or it'll remove more than that, like what it just did. So I don't fucking know. And Control Z fucking does nothing, as usual. Did I ever do a hoop? I don't think I saved the hoop thrower one, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay. See you later, Alexander. Thanks for hanging. All right. Oh. Okay. Well, we've managed to do that much right now. I will BRB because I got to pee. BRB. Okay, we're back. Wonder if Twitch will tell me how long this broadcast has been going, since YouTube can't be trusted. Let's see. Never mind. Twitch also can't be trusted. Although I think if I go to my I can check out the past videos or whatever. Thanks. Okay, so we're like I want to say like an hour and a half in. So let's talk about these Protoss units. Now that we have a structure we can actually build them from, I can continue my quest. Oh yes, actually, I do have some things that I've got to update first. So I've got to go and find the flingy entries for Amaranth, for example. Oops. Yeah, that is indeed the issue. Now, I do not have Amaranth anything listed over here. Ah, thanks. Appreciate that. Mwah! So what that means is I have to jump in and find the... MyScript.txt here. And we've got 491, 492, 493. Ecclesiast. Okay. Let's see what results in that change. That's probably a Grand Library issue. Let me just spawn Amaranth. Okay, spawn Germans. We got some problems over here, guys. I like that its little turret like moves around in the middle of its animation. I forgot that I actually had a custom spray for that. Oh yeah. I remember that old bug. He's spinning. Okay, bye. All right, let's figure out why that's happening. So, the GRP ID pointed to, okay, Amaranth is 15, 18, right, 1031, 1032, okay. So the problem that I see here anyway is that we are in a situation where, realistically speaking, I should just jump in and replace existing images. Like, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So we'll just call this 588, 589, 590. And that'll rule out some serious issues with regards to like the wrong entries being there. So we have Ecclesias, Terminus, Ecclesia Shadow, Terminus Shadow, Amaranth, Amaranth Shadow. Which means we should be looking at 1170, 1171. Which means that is strange. So that's the same issue there, which is odd. So we're not seeing anything different yet. Let me cross-reference these entries with the Amaranth Shed is 949. So I think that's why. So this is actually supposed to be one up, 950, 949. Terminus Shed is 948, 946. For Ecclesia Shed, yeah. Okay. So that's correct, but for some reason here, I'm not sure what's up with that. That's really weird. Okay, so we figured out what was happening with the Amaranth. That should be taken care of now. Obviously, a lot of that stuff is work in progress. So we fixed the Amaranth. I'm assuming the issue with the Terminus is a problem with the... Actually, I don't know why that's happening. I should figure out where Plasma Flurry is, what unit or what weapon ID it is. I'm guessing there's some issue with the remapping of some graphic or something of that nature. Plasma Flurry is for the Gladius. Oh, that is because it just so happens to be using the weapon that bounces or is supposed to bounce. I think that's what's causing the crash. That unit's not even supposed to be like buildable yet, so that's why there's a crash there. I still don't really know why there's any issues with the Ecclesiast's unit ID though. So if I jump into unit ID and I go find the Ecclesiast, we know it's Tassadar Templar. Like there shouldn't be any native issues with that particular unit, right? So I'm not really sure what's going on there. Like we take Zealot. We copy it over the Tassadar Templar entry just for the sake of it. Oh no, I think we actually... Oh yeah, it should actually be fine, never mind. Because I copied this over from the Deliverance unit stat, I'm pretty sure. Obviously, the main thing is that we need to figure out weapon IDs for these guys. So like the floor trap or whatever is something that I used at some point, and that weapon is... So then 97 should be free. I'm pretty sure I used 96 anyway. Did I? I thought for sure I used it for something. Well, anyway, I can use 97, 98, and 99 for the various weapons for this stuff. So we can say... there you go. Astral Blaster, baby. Yeah, Ass Blaster. Can't believe I let that typo in there that whole time. That's embarrassing. Probably come up with better names for those in the future, but whatever. For now, we've got something. My sleep-addled brain trying its best. Psionic Guillotine. Oh no. Dude, I actually forgot it was called Psionic Guillotine. That doesn't even make sense. I know. Why complain about that specific thing not making sense? Given what's around it. But seriously, like the guillotine is supposed to be an execution device. The guillotine. It's supposed to be an execution device. You're not supposed to use it as like a regular weapon. Like if somebody was running around with a, they were bulky enough and ripped enough to lift up the blade of a guillotine and attack you with it. Like that is edge, man. Maybe that's true. That attenuates the criticism somewhat, but still, what the fuck? Dude, you missed out. There's a Goku at the end. That campaign really, wow. Wowee, that's what I have to say there. I was gonna do like Psionic Halberd or something, but it's just pointless. I guess I could do Psi Scimitar, but again, like why? Don't say that. All right, so set up the labels there. That is what we need, man. That's you are the hero that we need. Oh, gross Google Docs. I'm trying to think about what else we would absolutely benefit from. If you want to, like I said earlier, if you want to jump into the overall documentation and find something that's red that you'd like to update. Or get accomplished regarding, that would be beneficial. Took me a second to find where I was trying to go. Say I'll leave that if def there because right now I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Um, okay. That was weird. Oh, that was just if deliverance. I guess that's dangerous. Okay, it doesn't exist, thankfully. See if this builds correctly. Oh man. The fuck? Hey, Veek, you got any idea about this one? I don't know what this was before all of my edits. There is apparently a dot here where I'm not sure what it should be doing instead. Apparently this was the code, so somehow it must have gotten mangled. Now it says unit finder is undefined, sorry. Should I try adding SCBW again? Ooh. Very confusing. So it should be like that. Okay, cool. Seems to work. All right. Well, I know this was on the shorter and stupider streams recently in terms of modding streams go. It's going to have to be split into 2 separate parts because YouTube is epic. And so is Restream. I would definitely be doing this for longer if I wasn't so fucking tired, but unfortunately I just need to crash. I'll be back tomorrow for another one. I don't yet have any plans for CSGO content by comparison, so I don't think there will be anything crazy happening tomorrow. Nothing to the extent of what happened this time, so it'll be a much more sane day, and I look forward to it. The letter M should have been the letter U. I'm sorry to say they just did not thank you correctly. But I will thank you because you helped me out. You have been helping me out, so thanks. And thanks to you as well, Veek. Week7. Thanks to Loller Skates in the chat as well. Saving our Twitch chat from being completely barren. Big ups to that guy. And I'll be back tomorrow, probably at an earlier time, so that I can actually stream without being half asleep the entire time. And thank you for bearing with me. And technically, we did continue the stream streak. And hey, we're almost there. We only need another month and a few days. It's actually like 35 days or something before we hit the 1-year streak. So that's pretty exciting. Let's get there. Okay, bye. Mwah.